That short joke was cold-blooded, Jamie. I've been very fortunate to grow up in a tight-knit community in Pearl River and a tight-knit county like Rockland County. So really, I just want to take my time to recognize all the people who've helped me reach my potential as a runner. When you're moving fast, you don't have time to think about everybody who's contributed to your success. But a few years removed from high school and college, it's crystal clear that my success on the track is not only my success, but the success of my coaches, my family, and my friends. I'd first like to thank the Hall of Fame committee for the nomination. It's much appreciated, and I thank you for your consideration for the prestigious honor and the time and effort necessary to make this event. Definitely respectful, and I appreciate it. Congratulations to my fellow inductees for your accomplishments. I think everybody saw in the presentation there that there's a lot of talented people in this room, and it's well respected to everyone. Thank you to all my family and my friends. You guys were there cheering me on for every race, win or lose, and that tradition continues today. I'd like to thank my teammates for the years. Some of you are here today. It's easier to work hard when you have teammates who are looking to do the same, and even today in the local 5K circuit they are. Congrats to Lenny on that 5K result yesterday in the done run, local and Blauvelt.
Nice job, Lenny.
Still grinding it out. I'd like to thank my family. I've been fortunate to have unwavering support. To all my aunts and uncles that are here today over on table here. It didn't go unnoticed then, and I truly appreciate your love and support even today. I'm the youngest of four. Tara's the oldest. She's always had my back on everything, even when I was a little kid, and it's true today. Also, thank you for timing me on everything. Go get the book upstairs, I'll time you. Can you go get my scrunchie in the other room? I'll time you. So, unknowingly, I've been training since I'm 3. Brian and Tommy, when you're growing up and you see your two brothers in the papers for sports, Brian for cross country, Tommy for soccer, both Old County guys, that's what I strove to do. Brian, thank you for letting me win once in a while. I appreciate that. Tommy, thanks for never letting me win. Rejecting me at 5 and just continually for the next 10 years. To my mom and dad, you guys were the loudest cheering section. You drove hours to watch me run for 15 minutes, and only see me for 5, turn around and go home. Thank you guys. I love you. I appreciate it. I think you could see on the screen when the coaches popped up, they got the biggest applause. There's a reason for that. Coaches in Rockland County are great. I was blessed to have 2 great ones in Pearl River with Jim Gersey and Rich Mikowski. Mentors who drove the principle of the running sport into my head at 15. And it's tough when 15-year-olds already know everything. I was one of those guys. Mitch tried to explain to me when I was in 8th grade that I needed to keep running track more. 8th grade, I missed the record. Freshman year, I missed the state record. And then he convinced me, 5'7", 120 pounds, I'm not really, a future in basketball or soccer, that I should probably run track. So that season in sophomore, I went out to Mitchell Field. I got a victory. I got the state record, and we sat down for our next year for a goal session, and he said, "See, that's why you run cross country." Mitch and Gers, you can see the coaches here today. They're a testament as well. Coaching is truly a sacrifice of personal time away from their families, and I really appreciate the time taken that you guys did. Mitch had retired as a teacher my junior year, and he stayed on to coach me and the team. He was commuting down 2 hours from Walton just to help us out with high school running, bunking with Gersey like it was a college dorm in his house. Gersey at the time, he just had twins, Ryan and Kira. So for about a year, he looked terrible. But he still carved time for me, with either personal pep talks or or handwritten letters on, dissecting my losses. Now actually that I'm talking about this, I should probably be thanking their wives, Karen and Janine. Thank you to them and allowing them to take away time from their family, and I appreciate that, and, thank you. They both helped me develop as a runner and as a man. As Jamie brought up, I had some wins and losses. Historians maintain that my injury is the worst in the sport. That's pickleball. Not track. Yep, I broke my hip in pickleball. I'm a fierce competitor. It was rough. I lost my senior track season in high school, which is, everyone in this room knows, you're trying to get your best PRs that year and take your times down the most, and I lost that. It was tough. But as you can see, as I talked about before, I had family and support, and everything happens for a reason, and I moved on from that. I went down to American University. I ran under the tutelage of Matt Centrowitz. That was the best choice I ever made. Coach Central stuck by me not only with scholarship, but on my recovery. It took me a long time to get back. It took me 2 years of grinding, workouts, I'm sure from yourself, just gaining that confidence back. I think everyone in here can relate to pre-race jitters and feeling a little bit insecure and getting to that line, and I don't know how you're going to do, and those mental games. That was 2 years for me, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't help that I had some Rockland County action to make me feel home and get some confidence back. Some examples: I had my main training partner and comrade was from North Rockland, Carlos Jamison. He's a legend in his own right. Then we ran some races up at West Point, so I'd go up there and I'd be jogging around, warming up, and you have Tom Doherty up there doing play-by-play, so that was a little home court advantage for me. Proud of her, River Tom, Brendan Tennell here. So that gave me a little juice. And in all my Patriot League meets, we'd open up the season with a Navy dual meet because we're in the Patriot League, and I'd see, my great Pearl River teammate, a Navy runner, Aaron Demschko. So that was always, that always brought me home, a little Pearl River back, and gave you a little sense of pride and sense of community and a little confidence. Aaron's interconference rival back then. I don't know where she is, but I think now we're a little bit more of a bigger rivals because I have over there Army season ticket holders. So I guess go Army beat Navy. Oh, okay. I'm just kidding, Aaron. Let's go Jets. Just to wrap it up, I love my experience in American and Pearl River. I love running. I did take a big lesson from going away to school and you meet new people, and from Coach Central. That understanding how running and track it really is a community that breeds lifelong relationships. It's different than any other sport. I played a few of them from all my travels with running, meeting different people, trading stories, even talking about the local characters of the sport over here. I'm confident to say that the community in Rockland County, we take the crown. So thank you again for the induction and listening to me, and go Pilots.